Merry Christmas Eve, Jonathan Kruk, Hudson Valley Storyteller, with a little poem written by someone who lived near the Hudson River way back in 1823. Clement Clark Moore's A Visit from St. Nick. 'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mamma in her kerchief and me in my cap had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap when, out on the lawn, there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew in a flash, tore open the shutter and threw up the sash. The moon, on the breast of the new-fallen snow, gave the luster of midday to the objects below, when, what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh pulled by 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in an instant it must be Saint Nick. Now more rapid than eagles his coursers they flew, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when meet with an obstacle, whoosh, and mount to the sky, so to the housetop the coursers they flew. And then, in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each tiny hoof. As I was drawing in my head and turning around, down the chimney came St. Nicholas with a bound. Now he was all dressed in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes, they were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening a sack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples how merry, his cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry, his droll little mouth was drawn up in a bow, and his beard, why, 'twas as white as the snow. Now a little stump of a pipe he held clenched in his teeth, and its smoke, well, it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face, and a round little belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. But a wink of his eye, nod of his head, soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. Now, he spoke not a word, but went straight to work, filled all the stockings, and turned with a jerk, and then, laying a finger aside of his nose, up the chimney he rose. Now he sprang into his sleigh and gave to his team a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim as he flew out of sight, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Ho, 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 ho. And that's A Visit from St. Nick. Thanks much for listening. Jonathan Kruk.